Have you ever wondered why love, a seemingly simple emotion, can become so complex and consuming? Love, an emotion that has inspired countless songs, poems, and stories, is more than just a feeling. It's a psychological maze that we're all trying to navigate. Let's take a moment to unravel this enigma. Love, as understood by psychologists, is not a singular emotion, but a complex concoction of various components. It's like a puzzle where each piece adds a unique dimension, making it more intriguing. One such perspective is Robert Sternberg's triangular theory of love. According to Sternberg, love is composed of three elements: intimacy, passion, and commitment. Intimacy, the emotional connection, forms the foundation. Passion, the physical attraction, adds the spark. And commitment, the decision to maintain the relationship, provides the stability. When these three elements intertwine, they form the complete picture of love. However, Sternberg's theory isn't the only one out there. Helen Fisher, a renowned anthropologist, proposes a slightly different take. Fisher's theory of love breaks down the emotion into three stages: lust, attraction, and attachment. Lust, driven by hormones, is the initial desire for a partner. Attraction, fueled by dopamine and adrenaline, is the obsessive phase where you can't stop thinking about your beloved. Finally, attachment, the bond that keeps couples together long-term, is driven by hormones like oxytocin and vasopressin. These theories may seem a bit technical, but they offer valuable insights. They reveal that love is not just about hearts and flowers, but about chemicals and brain circuits. They show us that love is not a static state, but a dynamic process that evolves over time. So next time you find yourself swept up in the whirlwind of love, remember these theories. Remember that love is a multifaceted emotion shaped by various psychological factors. And most importantly, remember that understanding the psychology of love can help us navigate our relationships more effectively. Consider John and Mary, high school sweethearts who have been together for over 20 years. What keeps their love strong and enduring? Now let's delve into the psychology of their relationship using Sternberg's triangular theory of love as our guide. According to Sternberg, a love relationship is composed of three essential elements: intimacy, passion, and commitment. Intimacy refers to the feelings of closeness, connectedness, and bondedness in loving relationships. It's the emotional warmth that John and Mary share, the mutual understanding and the sharing of personal thoughts and feelings. They've spent over 2 decades together, sharing experiences, dreams, and challenges, creating a bond that is deep and unbreakable. Next, we have passion. This is the drives that lead to romance, physical attraction, and sexual consummation. In John and Mary's case, their passion is still very much alive even after all these years. They continue to surprise each other, to express their attraction, and to keep the flame of their relationship burning brightly. Finally, we have commitment. The decision to remain with another in the long run and the plans made with that person. John and Mary made a commitment to each other early on. They've stood by each other through thick and thin, weathering life's storms together. Their commitment is the anchor that holds their relationship steady, even when the waters get rough. What makes John and Mary's relationship so enduring is the balance they've achieved between these three components. They've nurtured their intimacy, kept their passion alive, and stayed committed to each other. It's not always an easy feat, but it's definitely worth it. In essence, love isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a complex interplay of intimacy, passion, and commitment. And when these three elements are balanced and nurtured, love can endure the test of time. John and Mary's story shows us that maintaining a balance between intimacy, passion, and commitment is key to enduring love. Now let's turn our attention to Sam and Lisa, a couple who are constantly at loggerheads. Can their love survive the frequent battles? Let's dissect their relationship using Fisher's theory of love. This theory outlines 3 stages: lust, attraction, and attachment, all 3 of which can be heavily disrupted by constant fighting. First, let's consider the stage of lust. This primal phase is driven by testosterone and estrogen, hormones that spark an initial physical attraction. But when a relationship is marred by constant conflict, like Sam and Lisa's, this chemical spark can be smothered. The constant tension can overshadow the physical attraction, causing the lust stage to flicker and fade. Next, we move on to the attraction stage. This is where individuals feel an intense pull towards each other, fueled by dopamine, adrenaline, and serotonin. These hormones create a cocktail of excitement and obsession. But with Sam and Lisa, their frequent fights disrupt this delicate balance. The adrenaline that should be associated with attraction is instead linked to their arguments, creating a negative association that can dampen the feelings of attraction. Lastly, we have the attachment stage. This is the phase where couples feel a deep bond, a sense of security and comfort with each other. This stage is primarily influenced by two crucial hormones, oxytocin and vasopressin. Unfortunately, in Sam and Lisa's case, their continuous battles can hinder the release of these hormones. The comfort and security that should be growing are instead replaced by feelings of unease and instability. So, you see, love isn't just about emotions. It's a complex interplay of hormones and brain chemistry, all of which can be significantly influenced by the dynamics of a relationship. The battles Sam and Lisa are fighting are not just emotional or psychological, they are, in a sense, biochemical. And these biochemical battles can disrupt the natural progression of love from lust to attraction and finally to attachment. Sam and Lisa's relationship underscores the fact that love can be a battlefield, with hormones and brain chemistry playing significant roles. So, how can couples like Sam and Lisa navigate the battlefield of love and come out victorious? Let's dive into some strategies for resolving conflict in relationships. It's no secret that effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. But what does effective communication mean? It's not just about speaking your mind, it's about expressing your thoughts and feelings in a way that your partner can understand and respond to positively. It's about active listening, where you not only hear but also understand what your partner is saying. Now let's talk about understanding. Understanding doesn't necessarily mean agreeing, it means acknowledging your partner's perspective, even if it's different from yours. It's about recognizing that your partner's feelings and experiences are as valid as yours. And then there's empathy. Empathy is about putting yourself in your partner's shoes, feeling what they feel, understanding their perspective. It's a powerful tool that can help you navigate through the rough seas of conflict. But how does the psychology of love come into play? Love, as they say, is a complex emotion. It's a playground for our deepest fears, insecurities, and desires. Understanding the psychology of love can help couples manage their conflicts better. It can help you understand why your partner reacts the way they do. It can help you understand your own reactions better. It can help you see the patterns, the triggers, the underlying issues that lead to conflict. Knowledge of love psychology aids in recognizing when a disagreement is not just about the surface issue, but about something deeper. It can help you address those deeper issues and prevent them from causing recurring conflicts. Remember, the goal is not to win the argument, but to resolve the conflict in a way that strengthens the relationship. It's not about who's right and who's wrong, it's about understanding and respect. So don't shy away from conflict, embrace it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to understand each other better. Embrace it as an opportunity to strengthen your bond. With understanding, communication, and empathy, even the most tumultuous relationships can find their way back to love. In conclusion, how powerful is understanding the psychology of love in our relationships? Well, my friends, let's take a moment to reflect. We've journeyed through the enigma of love, explored the concept of endless love, and navigated the tumultuous battlefield of love. We've also delved into solutions to love's battles, and now we find ourselves at the crux of it all, the power of love psychology. Understanding the psychology of love is akin to having a compass in the vast ocean of relationships. It doesn't necessarily make the journey smooth, but it sure helps you navigate through the high tides and storms. It's like a secret weapon, a tool that gives us a unique edge. Remember our discussion on the enigma of love? We discovered that love is more than just a feeling. It's a complex interplay of emotions, actions, and thoughts. And by understanding this, we can better appreciate the depth and breadth of our own emotions and those of our partners. Then there's the case of endless love. Understanding the psychology of love aids us in recognizing that love isn't just about the butterflies in the stomach or the initial sparks. It's about the commitment, the sacrifices, and the growth that happens when two people decide to stick together through thick and thin. During the battle of love, we learned that conflicts are inevitable. Yet, with a grasp on love psychology, we can approach these battles not as destructive forces, but as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. And of course, we can't forget the solutions to love's battles. By employing the principles of love psychology, we can create strategies that turn conflicts into bridges, fostering stronger and healthier relationships. In essence, understanding the psychology of love empowers us. It allows us to navigate our relationships more effectively, to build stronger bonds, and to face challenges with a more enlightened perspective. Love might be complex, but with a little understanding of its psychology, we can all become better lovers and fighters in the battlefield of relationships.